How's she going? Put the old bump stick in her today. Covered her with STP and on the lobes and the bearings and put her on in. It went in good. It's pretty easy on these magnum motors because they have such a big hole. You can kind of grab the cam and guide it in. Some motors you don't have that option, and instead of beating the cam bearings all the shit trying to put your cam in because you're just holding that little knob at the end trying to keep it straight, you can screw a piece of ready rod into your cam and that'll help guide it. So there's an idea if you want to do it the right way. But yeah, we're kind of at a standstill here. I planned on getting the head slapped on real quick and get a couple rock arms on and measuring push tube lengths, but the cam came with no cam key, and the one from the Magnum is a shorter key than the LA cam. And yeah, so Mike will have to find one for an LA cam real quick here, and then I can get this sucker half-assed assembled and measure push rod length and then take it back apart and put head gaskets in and everything else. But no, it went in pretty good. And we'll have to, I bought some clay, so I'll have to clay a piston and check once all the push tubes come in. Then I'll have to check piston to valve clearance, and I'll do it with no head gasket, and then I'll check the clay, and then I'll add just under 30 thousandths more clearance because that's what it'll have. And yeah, hopefully that's good, and then we should be going forward fast. But yeah, I'll show you the key. So that's the one I knocked out of the Magnum, but yeah, it's too small. It just buries. It just buries in the LA cam. You wouldn't grab nothing, and you'd have catastrophic failure if you did that, let me tell you. But that's the cam. A lot of people get these Rattler series cams confused with that piece of shit comp thumper cam. They just call it a Rattler because it's kind of an old school grind, and that's what I think it was a front engine dragster Howards used to run back in the day. It was called the Rattler, so that's why they use that name. And if you want to make power for a fairly short power band and not spin your motor to 1,000,000 RPM, these would be very hard to beat. Like if you want a motor that you're going to shift it, let's say just over 6, maybe 65 max, these are hard to beat. Jeff from Two Hacks Garage runs one in his big Ford Stroker. They're on a 109. That's why the power band is not real long, but they have killer mid-range. They come in fast on the mid-range, and then once the top end comes, they die off fast. But from like 3 to 6, I'd put them up against pretty much anything. But yeah, they have a fair amount of duration, and this one I think it's 530 lift for the LA motor, but that's with a 1 to 5 rocker. We're running 1 to 6s, so with a 1 to 6 it's 565 valve lift. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty hard to beat. We never bought the valve train. Well, we never bought all the components to make a motor that can spin $8,000. So we're gonna make as much as we can by 6, and I figured this was the ticket. All right, I'll keep you posted how everything goes. I got some intake manifold work to do here too coming up. So, all right, have a good one till next time.